Hi, Dovid Lowy here, and welcome back to another episode of Meetings where we discuss Torah topics to help us grow. Last week we left off with an exercise to try to learn 3 things from the people around us. Now, if you're like me, you might have noticed that it is quite challenging. And as I tried to think about why is it so challenging, the only thing I could come up with is that it's no different than any physical exercise that we've tried before. You know, when you're out of shape and you try to run, it doesn't really go the way you like to in the beginning. It really takes persistence and perseverance, and hopefully over time we do build up that muscle and it becomes easier and easier. And so too with this exercise and any of the things that we're going to be working on. So don't give up so fast. But today I would actually like to conclude this topic, and really although Rav Lowy himself spends a number of weeks going through all the subcategories of different things we can learn from, today I would just like to sum up basically what I put into 3 more categories of different areas we can learn from and hopefully apply these ideas to those categories as well. So again, until now we've been really just learning from the people right around us that we're with all the time, and there's a lot to learn from them. But Rav Lowy says also, don't leave out the random people that we interact with throughout the day. There might be a person that we meet in the elevator. There might be a person that we see in the supermarket, the person behind the cashier. There might be the garbage man or the bus driver. All these people that we see and we have small interactions with throughout the day, there are things that we can open our eyes and learn from them as well. So keep them in mind as well. The second category he focuses on are the creations of Hashem. Forget about people. Move on to a whole different level. The animals, the cats, the birds. In fact, the Gemara itself, the Talmud says that if we didn't have the Torah to learn from, we would learn so many character traits from the animals. And even if we're not going to learn something specifically from them, we can at least learn the wisdom that God instilled into each one of these things. You know, imagine going to the zoo, and instead of just like going for an outing and, enjoying looking at animals, imagine going there as a learning experience. It's a whole different world. Last but not least are world events. There's constantly things going on in the news, and there's constantly things going on in the world. And we have to open our eyes to say, hey, what's going on? Especially now, we're in the middle of a pandemic. How could you not come out of this with something that you learned? A message, maybe there's one message, maybe there's hundreds of messages, but there's got to be something that we walk out of this. And hopefully, if we open our eyes to all these different things and we constantly view all situations, people, animals, world events as opportunities to learn, we're constantly growing. There's never a dull moment in life. We're constantly improving and learning. And Rav Lowy says this opens up a whole world for us. And hopefully, if you've joined me and you continue to join me in learning with these ideas, we're improving the quality of our life by learning and growing and strengthening our muscles in these different character traits. I thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to starting a new topic next week. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.